Hey, what's up everybody? Des Martinez here from TQcast to bring you a quick PlayStation 3 wireless keypad review. So let's check it out. Alright, as you can see, TQ fan, this is the actual device right here. Really small, really lightweight, USB, Bluetooth. It actually has a small hinge. This hinge right here is the one that actually grabs on to your DualShock or 6-axis controller. Alright, what you do is you grab it here, you get your wireless keypad, you just kind of mount it here, and the hinge back here. So you can see, you let go, and it grabs on, fits perfectly on the controller itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features that it has, some of our good stuff. Alright TQ fam, let's take a closer look at the PlayStation 3 wireless keypad. Like I said, it is very lightweight, so I mean, you're gonna, as soon as you put it on your PlayStation 3 controller, you're gonna be able to tell how lightweight this is. I mean, compared to the Xbox 360 controller, it is much lighter. It is a Bluetooth device, so this wireless keypad will work with not only your PlayStation 3 but with any other Bluetooth device, whether it's a cell phone or any other small gadget. It does have its own USB power, so a lot of people were complaining of why didn't they integrate it with the 6-axis or DualShock 3 controller, but I think it's a great idea to have its own power because you could charge them separately, and also it doesn't use the juice of the controller itself. It's using its own power, so I think that's a good idea, a good feature. Now, obviously the main reason why you bought or you want to buy this wireless PlayStation 3 keypad is for texting purposes, for typing. I mean, this by far, I mean, beats the on-screen keyboard. And it beats you know, having to install a large USB keyboard, you know. I mean, obviously you could install any wireless keyboard or USB keyboard to the PlayStation 3, but this is just more convenient, you know. I mean, it attaches to your controller, it is always there, and you can always just, you know, go up here and start typing. Now, this is where I'm going to get into the location of the keypad. A lot of people are probably curious on why Sony decided to put the keypad up here. Now, I think for one, of course, obvious reason is they don't want to, you know, bite the Xbox 360, Microsoft's idea of having the, you know, the location of the chat pad down here. So they decided to go up here. Now, how does it work, right? You asked that. How does it work and how awkward is it? Well, I will tell you this. You will have to get used to it. You do have to get used to it, but I'm going to show you and give you an example exactly of how this works, okay? So you're gaming, right? There you are. You're gaming right here. All you got to do now is move your hands. You gotta relocate them, okay? You're not gonna be using your thumbs like this to type. You have to relocate them. So you come up here and you come up here and you start typing, and that's pretty much the way you type. So as you can see right here, you can actually move your thumbs real well. Once you are done, then you can just come back down here and start playing again, just like that. Again, you come up here, you come right here, and you start texting. You know, once you become a pro at it, you'll get good at it. So there you go. Fortunately, like I was saying, this Bluetooth wireless keypad for the PlayStation 3 did not come with a USB cable, so you be prepared to buy your own, or you know, they're not that hard to come around, so you can just use the one that's with your controller already, your 6-axis or your DualShock 3 controller, or you can go out and buy yourself one for under $3. Now, this controller also came with a feature where it has a button with a little hand right here in the center, and when you push it, it lights up the light, and what it does, it turns your whole wireless keypad, as you can see in the background, it turns it into an actual mouse, if you will. So if you're in the web browser or you're just on your XMB, you can just use your hand. It's all sensitive, it's all touch sensitive. You can just go left and right, up and down, and it just controls it. Now I'll tell you this feature, not so hot. Why? Because you already have your joystick, you know, your L3 button right here, where you can actually it's actually more precise, and it's actually a little better, especially when you're on the internet, you're browsing YouTube or RedTube or whatever you're doing. It is always better to just use this. Trust me. Trying to use this on the web browser, it's so sensitive that it just starts jumping it from time to time. So I think this is definitely one of the features that was not really needed. Now, as you can see, it also has a friends button here and a message button here, a little envelope. Now, what we found out in our last podcast is those buttons actually do the same thing. If you press your friends button or your message button, it basically takes you to the same pane on the XMB. Now, a lot of people might see that as an issue. I think it's not really a huge issue, but it would have been nice to have this button, this message button, when you click on it, open up your received messages. Now, maybe they did it for security purposes, in case you open something and you have something that you don't want your girl to see, or you want something, you're talking bad about your friend, you don't want your friend to see. Maybe that's why they did it, but you never know. I would have liked that message button right there, if you press it, to open up all your messages so you can see who exactly wrote to you. Now, I think the biggest downfall on this right here, this wireless keypad, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that it's lacking LED lighting. There is no lighting at all. I'm the type of gamer that plays a lot at night, and I know I'm not the only one. Believe me. And sometimes even when you're playing during the day, you have your light, your shades, closed, or your blinds a little closed. It is hard to see the keys at times. So, unless you're a pro texter, it's going to be a little difficult to actually text at night or in the dark. This is a feature that they needed to include to justify the $49.99. Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is your PlayStation 3 wireless keypad quick review. Your pros, your cons, your wishes and changes for TQcast. I mean, by far, this definitely beats using my old setup. Want to see my old setup? I mean, you could type though, you know what I mean? You could definitely type, and then you can also game and stuff. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely beats that. Yeah, at least this one, you can actually add light to it as well. Add some light to it right there. Bam! I could have sold this for $49.99. TQcast.
Yeah, let's get it. TQcast, baby. You know what it is. Yeah. Open session.